How a minimal lifestyle can help your finances. Minimalism is a movement that has made a big wave recently. It is recently eliminating both physical and mental clutter from an individual space, allowing them to be more intentional in whatever they do. Aside from eliminating clutter from the daily life, having a minimal lifestyle has other advantages, and that includes better finances. Today, we'll talk about how a minimal lifestyle can help your finances. Minimalist living involves eliminating excess stuff from your life and living by seeing needs or wants or trends. Possessions no longer control you, and instead you free yourself from constantly consuming. The goal is to improve your quality of life by eliminating the things that are important to how you live your life. How do your things benefit you? You may think that's an odd question, but hear us out. Your things serve as a purpose in your life, whether it's making toast or getting from one place to another. In addition to your home's clutter, what else occupies your time and space? Are those things helping you achieve your goals? The concept of minimalism has existed for a long time, but it has gained popularity among many people in recent years, regardless of age or background. This simplicity of lifestyle is not only appealing in terms of simplifying your everyday lives and surroundings, it can also be good for our finances and how we handle them as well. Typically, people think of white and beige houses when minimalism is mentioned, so it isn't surprising if the lifestyle also scares people off. It may seem like living in a shack in the middle of the woods, living off the land, without electricity or running water, etc. I'm sure you've also come across stories of people living in tiny homes or traveling by van. Quite a few examples of this exist, and it's interesting to read them. Certainly this can be a choice, but it's on the extreme end of minimalism. Having less and doing less of things you don't need is what minimalism is all about. It's possible to be a minimalist without following the examples given earlier. The minimalist lifestyle can be achieved by keeping things simple. With less, you are less stressed, less concerned with impressing others, and can maximize your potential because it eliminates senseless comparison. When you have these attributes, there are also positive effects on many areas of your life, including how you handle finances. Minimalism helps you recognize needs versus wants. This can lead us to the point. Minimalism makes you appreciate and prioritize your needs over your wants. Additionally, this has a positive impact on your finances and prevents you from overspending. We certainly have a consumption problem in our society, but the things we wish to have don't add value in the long run. Needs are things that contribute to your quality of living or that are indispensable to your survival. In the long run, the money spent now may save you financially and have multiple benefits. Things that we feel the need to have in the moment are what we call wants: clothing, video games, and so on. As a result of buying for instant gratification, the wants have more long-term consequences on our finances, like going into debt or not saving money. A method that will work for you in identifying wants or needs is to ask these two questions. Can I survive without this? And would I still be able to use this after 5 years? These can be applied when buying items like clothing, home appliances, and more. This is not to say that you shouldn't occasionally buy things that you want, but these questions will serve as a reminder of what our financial priorities should be when we're feeling tempted to buy things on a whim. Buy less gives you more. One of the benefits of minimalist lifestyle is that it allows you to stop spending as much. However, that doesn't mean you shouldn't spend a little money on occasional treats. Instead, it helps you prioritize your spending habits. It makes you think more critically about what you are purchasing. Instead of just buying things because of an impulse, you consider how the purchase will affect your finances in the short term. Saving aggressively or staying debt-free will depend on how you prioritize your spending habits. However, not overspending has a greater impact on saving. Aside from being able to save quicker, it also helps you knock out your debt. Sell the things you don't need. After decluttering, you'll end up with a giant pile of things you don't need. It will be better to segregate this pile into 3 sections: throw away, donate, and sell. Selling things you don't need in a second-hand item is a nice way to make a quick buck. Not only are you able to declutter and give your place more space, you can also earn and add some amount to your savings. Instead of your old furniture, appliances, or books heading into the dumpster, post them online marketplace listing and earn some before bidding them goodbye. Pay off your debt faster. A consequence of minimalism, buying less means having more money to spend on things that matter to you. Debt relief, for example. You can exit the debt cycle faster by paying off more of your debt and start to focus on your financial and life goals. Buying less and having more. Paying off debt and building wealth are win-win situations. Spend on things of quality, not quantity. This might sound more expensive at first, but it's worthwhile in the long run. A lot of the time, buying items that are higher in quality can be very expensive, and we get tempted to buy this cheaper alternative. People would often say that the cheaper alternative does the job just as good, like buying a cheaper polyester white shirt because the cotton is double in price. What many fail to consider is that the polyester fabric is very uncomfortable to wear on hot days and would probably be too old looking to wear after a few months, and then the people will need to buy one again. Meanwhile, a cotton t-shirt provides much more comfort and will last much longer than your polyester one. Consider how fast a cheaper alternative gets old and needs to be changed. It will really make you think if it's actually cheaper. This principle doesn't only apply to clothing, but every other item we consume as well. Take note that the daily items are also an investment. It will save you money in the long run if you invest in things that last for a long time and get better as they age. Live below your means with a minimalist lifestyle. It's possible to live below your means by leading a minimalist lifestyle. You learn to appreciate experiences rather than focus on materialistic things. This prevents impulsive shopping whenever you can. Figure out what you need versus what you want, which will curb your spending and allow you to save more money. If you want to live a minimalist lifestyle, you will have to review your finances. Downsizing your living space can be one way to save money. A downsize helps get rid of clutter as well as can prevent you from accumulating more stuff since there won't be enough room for it. You can also ask in other things which you can spend less, like investing into a water filtration system instead of buying bottled water, cooking one of your meals instead of eating out too often. Spending below your means is one of the ways to get yourself out of the rat race. Instead of feeling the need to upgrade every time you get promoted, living below your means would allow you to be content once you reach your lifestyle goal and save up. Your savings can then be spent on things that matter more to you. Maybe you want to save up for a travel, perhaps having an emergency fund for your future family, or maybe even for an early retirement. A minimalist lifestyle can provide the education needed for you to acquire better money habits if you are living beyond your means. Now that you know what is behind the movement and how it can help your finances, is this a lifestyle choice that is right for you? Your financial situation and personal characteristics are likely to influence your decision. What makes you happy? In what ways do you hope to achieve financial success? The cool thing about the lifestyle is you're not restricted to what every minimalist may do. By simplifying just a few things, you can boost your finances in even small doses. Are you suited to a minimalist lifestyle? It is important to practice some basics of your life and finances for most people. There is no need to be too aggressive or too minimalistic. It's entirely up to you which areas of life you want to practice minimalism and to what extent. That's it for today. We'll see you in the next one.